Good morning, everybody. We are broadcasting today from Toronto, Canada. So, good afternoon or good evening, depending on where you're joining us from in the world. Um, Welcome to our live talk show called Open Up. My my name is RJ Horner, and I'm the host today for Open Up, and I'm also the vice president of Voice of Men 360, and I'm the host and facilitator for my own programming at a community called Live and Love Life. We are Voice of Men 360, and we are representatives of International Men's Day. Voice of Men 360 is a not for profit organization founded in 2020. We are based in Toronto, Canada. Many boys and men are seeking help and support in many areas of their life. We understand the demands and the support needed when it comes to boys and men in our society. Voice of Men 360 was born out of seeing a tremendous need in stepping up to help provide services to help support and overcome men's and boys' life challenges. We are part of International Men's Day, and International Men's Day have been serving for over 21 years and is recognized in over 90 countries so far, doing various activities regularly. IMD follows six pillars which represent the overall well being of boys and men, and we follow in their footsteps. Um, Open up matters because we as men do not open up our hearts and our minds, and we don't share our thoughts and our feelings with anyone. We keep our emotional challenges and our issues bottled up, and that creates problems over a long period of time where it can explode or cause undue health conditions. That's why we want to create an open space and allow individuals to share their journey through our platform. We aim to create a awareness about life's challenges, struggles, and overcomes and ups and downs that our boys and men go through in their lives. There are no limitations with gender, age, nationality, or ethnic groups with sharing your life journey. All walks of life are invited to participate. Our goal is to make a positive impact on someone's life through this program. Open Up is on Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. to 10:30 Eastern Time. Each week we'll bring an individual and share their life experiences with you. Today we have a special guest, and her name is Yogini Priyanka. She's a certified yoga teacher from Himalayan Iyengar Yoga and has over 700 hours in yoga teacher training with a certificate from Yoga Alliance. She's a certified holistic nutritionist from Institute of Holistic Nutrition in Mississauga. She also has certification as a metabolic balance coach and has hosted many TV shows in Delhi, India, and Canada on therapeutic yoga. She also conducts trainings, yoga sessions online and offline for celebrities, professionals, doctors, accountants, lawyers, sportsmen, and students and homemakers alike. Priyanka believes in one universe and believes and loves positivity. Welcome, Priyanka, to Open Up. Thank you for joining us on Sunday morning, willing to share your life
Thank you.
journey.
Thank you for inviting me over. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us this early Sunday morning. So you're a yoga instructor, but what brought you to take up this? Was there something in your past or something in your life that led you on this journey to become a yoga instructor?
Oh yeah, of course. So I was obese and having bunch of issues like sinusitis, anxiety, and then low energy. But mainly it was my obesity, and I wanted to, you know, uh, get fit into my old clothes, like my old jeans. So that was the only desire for me that time. So that brought me in, yes, to yoga. And once I started, it's like never ending. So I got addicted to the all the benefits yoga was giving me.
Wonderful. So let's go back. I mean, again, the idea here is to walk you through your life journey. So let's go back to your childhood, if you could, and tell me what childhood was like for you. Where were you during your childhood? Were you in India at that point? And then what was life like for you at that time?
Yeah. So I was working in a call center night shifts, and I had two kids. So they were like small, just like my little one was 6 months, and then I started doing yoga, and it was pretty challenging with kids to feel that anxiety, and then all of those problems which I was having, and then there was some struggle with money. My husband's business wasn't doing well, so I had to come out and do some work. So because the whole day I was supposed to be with my kids, so night shift I chose to, work as, to contribute to my family too. And during that time my own health was getting, it was a big toll on my health. And then all, so those were the struggle, and then family, my own health, so everything was and financial things, so that was taking a big toll on whatever I would do day to day,
And so that's what led you to become a yoga instructor. That's what you're getting at.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. And
absolutely.
so that was in India. You made that decision.
Yeah.
Got you.
And once I came here, there were different sets of struggles because I came all alone. By the time I chose to come here, I was single. So that was another struggle, no? So that taking that decision, even coming all alone with two of my kids, was a big decision I made. But journey, life, people and life at you, like they I was being summoned. One agent called me from here that, would do you like to apply for Canadian PR? I was like, what are the chances? And she was like, I don't take any cases which are least likely to be. So here I am. So within 3 months, I got the approval, and I took my time to come here.
And how long have you been in Canada now, if you don't mind?
6 years now
6 years. And you came here as a single mother.
as a single mother.
And are you well established now in Canada?
I think so. I think so.
You got a good career. You have a place to live. Things are comfortable for the most part.
A place to live, I'm still in a basement, so it's a big basement, but my yoga studio is in the same basement. So house hunt is like on now, so I don't have, but then yeah, place to live, I still have a basement, so I'm still living in a basement. But yes, after this it's like my house hunt, and the next stage would be the house, because I want to give three of us the best place to live, at
Hmm.
least some more light.
Absolutely. Good for you. Good for you. And I applaud you in bringing your family here and being able to set yourself up and establish yourself, especially as a single mother. So I applaud you for that. But again, let's talk about you for a minute and let's take you back again, if we could, to your childhood. What
Oh,
what did you experience in your childhood that maybe made you who you are now?
oh, it's a very good question, and it's like, I'll take some time to go back there, because I was scholar, and then I was always studying, um, and initially, like till my second grade, I was like not into studies and all. I was like really into other things like games, and wouldn't a student who wouldn't study. So my mom would always take care that I would study and all. So that had changed my life. That I made myself serious on studies too. And after that, it was a different journey, because I was being praised by my teachers, and I was participating in all the extracurricular activities too. So my father was into business, so there was a good, the financials, the economical conditions were good at my house in the beginning. But sometime, something happens to the business people, and then my father's business went down. So we had seen that time as well. But then my parents were very supportive. They didn't let us know anything, but they were very supportive. So as you were mentioning, the males won't share anything. So my father was also like, male. So he
Hmm.
won't tell us that he's going through something really bad, but he would support us always. And even now, till date, he's been supporting all the time.
Hmm.
So yeah, my
So what
dad.
was your relationship? So what was your relationship with your father like? How did you communicate? What was your give and take?
Um, I was the only person who could scold my father, who could tell things to my father. Nobody else would, and my father would never. In India, like parents, they don't mind beating you, but we would call it love. So, but then my father, he never touched us that way. So he never used his those skills, but he looking us was enough for us to understand. Okay, what he's asking and what he's wanting to tell us. So I still have very good relationship with him. But sometimes I like, I have, so I couldn't share the things with my husband. So what's going on? So that I had share only with my brothers, not to my mother or father. No. So it's like, but then of course, once you share it with one family member, then others will get to know. So that is it.
So how big of a family did you have, if I may ask?
Oh, initially, while my childhood, it was a joint family. My uncles and aunts and their kids, my cousins, we were all together in at same place. And then laterly, it was like three of us, me like siblings, and my parents. Now it's like, and then of course, then they got married and their families. So everybody's now together in Delhi. So they are together at same place.
So you say you have brothers. What was your experience with your brothers like?
Oh, they are so lovely. They are so kind. They are like, they are my backbone.
Mhm.
So I can look up to them for any help if I need. So yeah, they we almost talk daily, um, say over text or over call. So we are
Mhm.
yeah, they. I know if I need some help, I have them.
Okay, but you say, okay, so you guys say you guys have that relationship where you guys talk to each other, you help each other.
Yeah.
So tell me maybe some of their experiences that they've had to live with. You know what I mean? Maybe some of the things you've helped them through in your days.
Oh yeah, whenever they see something, especially my younger brother, he would call me that this is happening in his office. My elder brother, he is not very expressive, so his problem he will keep to him. He would never. He's like my father, no. So he would never express. He would never show that he has problem, and maybe to him it's like a sign of weakness or something, so he won't share. But my younger brother, he shares everything. Even if he's feeling weak, he's expressive. So even if he sees problem, if he experienced some problem in others life or other family members life, so he calls me, and then he shares that I am feeling like this. So he uses word this like I this is, you know I'm getting pretty mad on it. So he's expressive, but my elder brother isn't very much expressive.
You say he's expressive. Is he able to maintain his behavior or his attitude? You know, calm. You know what I mean? Is he able to be calm and expressive? Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah. So he at family, because I think he's not able to share those things because he's younger one, so youngest one, no. So he won't be able to share it with my elder brother or his own wife. Then he calls me that, I this issue is happening. So what do you suggest, that what should I do? So yeah. So I think, and he shows me that he's worried. And yet at home he's like, kind of a man and who's a caring man. So he's of that sort. So but
And
then
so then your brother who's not so open,
yeah.
do you think it affects him differently? Do you think he's able to manage it?
Absolutely, absolutely. I personally see that once you don't share, that affects your health very much,
Hmm.
because you sometime, like, I don't know why, like, once why he's not sharing it, but once you don't share, you jammed up, you packed up, you clogged up. And that is kind of an insecurity you're telling to your body, or like, kind of like, I if I share, what will happen? I would be portrayed as a weak person, or not. Even if not weak person, it's like that's not allowed in my life, in my whatever it is. So the health problem, he was obese. Now he's like, I'm putting him on my diet. So he had like high cholesterol. He had bunch of other, higher values on his blood work. So I created his plan, and then within a month he was like normal. But then how long that outer thing will work? I think emotions play a major role. That how you think about you, and then how you share your things with others, that plays important role.
Hmm. Absolutely. And on a personal experience note, I can tell you from my own life
Uh-huh.
when I was bottling up my issues. Because I mean, a man, we need to keep control. We need to keep it
Yeah,
inside. We need to keep it in check. But you're
yeah,
not doing that. You're doing yourself more harm because you're just building pressure inside,
for
right?
sure.
Till the point where, like what we say in our intro, it can explode. It can really cause health issues
Yeah,
or B, mental stress issues,
yeah,
or it could cause a physical or violent impact on those
yeah,
around you. So those three things alone are reasons why we need to open up. We need to be able to allow ourselves to talk and express these thoughts, right?
yeah, absolutely.
And so you're a yoga instructor, so you must deal with people on a regular basis. Um, how many men do you deal with out there, and are they experiencing, especially when they first come to you, are they experiencing health issues, and then does the yoga improve it, and how, in what way?
In India, I had, experience teaching men. So there were many men which I taught in India. But here they are couple. So there are very less men which I am teaching these days. I don't know like why they are not coming to me. I'm seeing their comments on Facebook and other stuff. But for yoga, nobody contacted me. I think I'll go upfront with this interview that I can help you. So here I have like almost zero experience. So those who are my close family, like family friends, they like I've started giving them diet. But in India, I had some people, some men. So they were obese one. So obesity is a sign of like when you're insecure in, because once you're binge eating, once you're doing emotional eating, why you have such emotions on one first place, that your body ideally should guide you what to eat, what's good for you. You should have a good cravings, but when that signal is not there, what else you have shut down, no? So that's not helping you anymore, because your body is so automatic that it should suggest you, okay, if certain content is less in your body or more in your body, you should be directed towards a certain food which is good for those, either to increase that or decrease that, that deficiency or excess. You should go towards that food, but that's not happening, one aspect. Another is the abdominal fat. It's symbolic of the metabolic syndrome. It's like whether your cholesterol is high, blood pressure is high, or triglycerides are high. So such things are, to me, it's like emotional when you are not expressive and when you are insecure, uh, you know on anything. So that happens. So if I recall, a couple of my students back home, so they were obese, so that was the first reason they came to me. Another one was like, he was a kind of elite client. He has like multiple businesses, and so I don't recall that he might have some emotional issues, but he was a seeker to know more about. So his age was 65, but then he was more into. And then at the age of 65, some of my students were having cancers like prostate or something, and that is an issue which is like kind of coming more. Like it's increasing. So these two I could recall, three incidents. And what's the benefits? Yeah, with yoga it makes you calm, and then once you're balanced, then you will say your things in a nice way if it needed to be said. But once you say, okay, if there is you cannot do much about it, then other way, the way to vent that out will come to you. So those solution I have personally seen in people, those, you can say, yogic remedies, I have witnessed that in past.
So you find a way to get people the balance that they need. That's pretty much what yoga is. It's about balance. It's about bringing you back to a center of being, right?
Yeah,
And it's not
absolutely.
just about exercise or stretching as we see. It's really about the overall being and
Absolutely.
bringing that into a more centered, a more aligned place.
Absolutely. Yeah, true.
I wanted to express that because I'm getting an understanding of how yoga works, and really it's not just the stretching and the exercise, but it's an
Absolutely.
overall
Yeah,
system that's put together to help you find a better
yeah,
place.
yeah.
And then so you've bringing out lots of information on how we can help and um, how it affects our health and how just being expressive, it opens us up. But how can we help men out there? How can we help empower them to live a better life?
um, as in terms of yoga or other part.
Related to yoga, to use your experience, whatever, but how can we as a society, what can we do, or what advice can you give so that we can empower men to live a better life?
Yeah, it's okay to express your feelings and then to share your things with somebody. So you should have some friends or community, which is like, a community where anybody can share their views and how they are feeling in the now, so they can express that. uh, if that community can be formed, like, somebody is like, okay, I'm having this issue, without being without any fear of being judged, I can share it. So that'll be wonderful. And then in yoga, every posture, every stretching, we, like, I what I do is, like, I make them hold and realize what's going on. So in some of my classes, I've seen people, crying or coming out of the extreme expression during the class as well. So but it's a kind of a secure community, safe community to share and whatever to be, rather. So being is important. So at in present time, whatever they are going through, because men are being taught that they are strong and they shouldn't express their tears, or they cannot cry. They are men. So like it's like, okay, you're men, you're men. So I have heard that my father would say to my brother that you're man, you're strong. Okay, nothing happened. So even if it's big thing is happened, so he's like, okay, why you're being weak? So weak is not symbolic of man. Man is strong. So now man has issues to express themselves, or maybe they're over expressing in some cases. Over expressing, like, I could recall a man in my society who would beat her wife, like beat his wife. So why was that? What feeling he was bottling up, that it was leading him to take such an action? But he was a drunkard. Like, he would drink a lot, like from morning till night. So that that is like some rare cases, but then rare cases are also, there is a reason behind it. So
Mhm.
coming to solution, that if I would give solution to that man, is like, if somebody would talk to him while he is nice and not in not drunk, then can tell him. But then it's like with love and with affection, and then you keep telling them again and again, and then give them another remedy, some other drink, like he would have you know I could recall he was the tea maker in our society. So he was like, at that place, maybe he wasn't making money. And so to calm those feelings, he would drink whole day whenever he had time or money.
Mhm.
So that is difficult for me. That was difficult for me in childhood to see that, even that somebody else. And he was nice otherwise, like, once he's not drunk, he was so nice, so very nice. So what solution we can give to them is, like, if somebody is there to share, and if they are worried, like back home in India, so he must be worried about his basic needs to be met, no? So
Mhm.
he was that was one reason, because man has the in back home, yeah, man has all the responsibility to take care of home, to take care of the financials. So it was like in my childhood, that was the time that man would work and females, like, were housewives. And that was like a nice sharing of the responsibilities, like one can take care of the home and other can go out and earn. But somewhere, we cross the line and we take overburden of responsibilities. If uh, if as a man I am not able to make, so I can ask my family members or others, okay, let me take a break, and this is how it's not working, it's a business and it won't work for some time, let it be. And then if I have some other solution meanwhile, so that I don't have to take so that I am relaxed and I'm not taking other way to relax myself. So for him it was liquor. So he was overboozing that time. So yeah, we can give them
Yeah.
some support and love.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's exactly the advice we're talking about. But and then so how can women, other than what, not saying have to be a proper housewife, but how can women support men to help eliminate these stresses in the home and in the life that we exist in?
As I see, it's like it's not only men or women. It's like being our daily day to day life. If somebody is getting stressed, and that would life happens and that's bound to come, then communication, like you're communicating, you're expressing yourself that I am feeling like this and I want to feel like this. And then as a family, you can have a family meeting and then you can say, okay, can we all find a solution of this? So don't hesitate to go to your partners, to your kids, and to your other family members or friends, that I am feeling like this, and can we have a solution? Can you help me in having solution? And as a in lieu of having giving me solution, in exchange I will also give you solution. So it's a beautiful exchange. But the person who's in problem, maybe he's not at place, the energy level, and then he is all bound, like all submerged in the problem. So he might not give the solution right away, or he might not even say. So at least if he's aware about his problem and then getting only his solution, because his solution would go to the entire community where he's living. First it starts from his family, but even if he's alone, then other person, in the nearest circle, and wherever he's acting, even on Facebook or any other social media. So his reaction would be bound by those pressure or
Mhm.
the solution. So like in this call earlier, the two gentlemen were so peaceful and then guiding me to the technical stuff. It's like it takes a lot to show yourself up like this. So you have trained yourself at that level. So people, the men who are at that level, once you're at the higher level, then only you can contribute to others' life. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much for all the expertise and all the advice you've opened up and given to people today. So, I mean, again, your expertise and helping to realize that peace is possible for men out there is really beneficial. So,
Yeah.
wonderful. Thank you for joining us and
Thank you.
sharing your life journey with us. Um, when people like yourself come forward and share your life experiences on platforms like ours and on social media, it'll give hope to people out there to change their mindset and change their life in a positive direction.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a
Thank you.
pleasure.
That's our goal here at Voice of Men 360. We want to bring individuals and allow them to share their life journey, have an open conversation about men's problems and challenges and how we can help them. We have 4 live shows weekly here at Voice of Men 360. Open Up, that you've just experienced here today, is a live talk show Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and I am your host. Thank you for joining me today. We also have weekly webinars. They are on Saturdays from 10:30 to 11:30 Eastern Time. Please join us for that. Another talk show we have is in Tamil. That's called Vili, which means I in English. Please join us for that Wednesdays at 7:30 Eastern Time, PM, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then Sunday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And those again are in Tamil language. And we also have panel discussions once a month. We have them in both English and Tamil for you to participate. And then we turn our content from both shows into our podcast. So please pay attention for more from Voice of Men 360. And again, you are invited to participate and share your stories with us. Um, Also, we've just started a monthly men's group. This will be our second month, which I believe takes place on the 21st this month from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. So that's February 21st, the third Sunday of every month for our monthly men's group. And there's no limitations with gender, age, nationality, or ethnic groups here. All walks of life are invited to participate and share their journey. you want to be a guest on one of our shows and are willing to participate or be part of our organization and help us directly or indirectly, please reach out to us. We'd love to work with individuals, professionals, experts, community members, organizations, associations, corporations, or even government officials who help might further our journey and in the men's work. Please reach out to us. Please contact us at Voice of Men 360. 437-889-8329. Our email address is info@voiceofmen360.org. You can visit us for more at our website, www.voiceofmen360.org. Please follow us on our social media platforms. We have our Facebook/groups, facebook.com/groups/voice of men 360. And then please like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. If you found this video there, like and subscribe for more. And then, of course, we are Voice of Men 360, and you'll find us on all the social media platforms. We are on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So please reach out for more. Please like and subscribe, and please reach out to us to help and support us. Thank you for joining us today. I'm RJ Horner. Until next time, better days ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait.